Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Isarius. Let's get this video started. So, having some tea and chatting with you guys once again. Said I want to make more of these videos, so I'm making another one of these videos. First, some tea. Good stuff. Just my usual stuff. Black tea with milk in it. Honestly, in terms of hot tea, that's about all I really drink, to be honest. I love black tea, and it tastes good with milk in it. So, and then yeah, I actually like milk quite a bit as well. Big fan of milk. Big milk fan. So yeah, let's get into it. So two things I'm planning to talk about today is one, my plans for Elite Dangerous the next few weeks, and then Wild Hearts, which comes out in a month and a half. So getting into it for Elite Dangerous. Now the other day I released a video like breaking down my pirate hunting Corvette build, and which I enjoyed quite a bit. I really like making those sort of like detailed, sort of like granular videos, just kind of breaking down every little part of something. Now obviously that was my first one. It's probably going to be my worst of the ship breakdowns. I've already seen a few places of improvement that I could make on that video, so the next one will probably be better, and as I make more of them, they'll get better and better. But the main reason I want to get these really all done in the next few weeks, at least with my current ships, is because you might remember planning to do the exploring trip very soon, right? And once I'm out on the exploring trip, it's going to be really difficult to get gameplay footage for any kind of combat ship, right? Any kind of combat ship is going to be really hard to get gameplay footage once I start my exploring ship. And I just want to have those done and out of the way before I go on my exploring trip, right? That way I don't have to put them off for like 2 months while I do my big exploring trip. Honestly, don't know what kind of videos I'm going to make about my exploring trip. Obviously, if I find anything cool, I'll share that. Any suggestions on like kind of videos you like to see surrounding exploring, let me know. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all there is to talk about in terms of Elite Dangerous stuff. I'm pretty excited to go through and make all those videos, to be honest. I've got some really fun builds, like my all railgun, what is it, Crusader, Alliance Crusaders. There's like 6 railguns on it, and I think, one beam laser. I think there's a beam laser on it. But yeah, it's like 1 beam laser and 6 railguns. It's super fun. Really good at sniping parts. That might be the next one I make, to be honest. But Wild Hearts. Let's talk about Wild Hearts. I am super excited for that game. Depending on how new you are to the channel, you may or may not know, I absolutely love Monster Hunter. One of my favorite game series. I've been playing the games for 15 years now. And obviously Wild Hearts is a Monster Hunter style game with, a more of a Japanese aesthetic to it. By the way, the monsters look so cool. I'm really looking forward to fighting some of the monsters. They look so sick. Really cool designs. But yeah, I'm super excited. Now, in terms of weapons, I think I've kind of already picked my like main weapon for the game. And maybe my opinions will change once I actually get to play the game myself and get my hands on it. But I did watch quite a bit of gameplay footage of what's out on YouTube in terms of people who got to play like the alpha, or like they got like invited to play like an alpha build or something, right? I don't remember exactly what it was, but some people got to play, right? And so far I'm mainly looking at the umbrella. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but the umbrella. For one, it does remind me the most of Lance from Monster Hunter, so I'm kind of like already sort of like leaning towards it by default. But just looks really fun. Counters, it just looks super fun to play, and it looks like it kind of will fit my general play style very well. I'm a big fan of counters and stuff, so I think I'm gonna go with the umbrella. I'm also like really interested in there was like one weapon, I don't remember if I actually got to see any gameplay footage of it now that I think about it, but I think I saw it on like Eric's Gaming's channel, and it was like a weapon with like 3 different forms you could change it to. That sounds pretty interesting to me. Probably give that a go pretty early as well. But man, I'm really excited to definitely dive into the game and start, because it's gonna be like playing Monster Hunter for the first time all over again, right? At least if you're, I mean, obviously the first Monster Hunter games had some real control problems, but like if you're like Monster Hunter, like gun in game like Monster Hunter World, I think playing Wild Hearts is gonna be like playing Monster Hunter World for the first time all over again. And I gotta say, I'm really excited for that new hunter experience again, right? Now obviously I've got some experience in the genre, but all new weapons to learn, all new monsters to hunt, all new gameplay patterns. The Karakuri are, honestly, I'm not sure about them yet. Obviously I need to get my hands on them, say for sure, but I don't see a world where I don't like the game, right? I don't really see a world where I don't like the game at all. But I think for me, the difference between the game being good and the game being great is gonna be how the Karakuri feel to play with, how they feel to use in battle, right? And I think it'll be the big one for me, whether it's good or great. I don't know, man. I'm just not entirely sold on it. It just really depends on how smoothly they, flow in combat, right? If they're really smooth and they feel good to use, I think I'm gonna absolutely love the game. If they're kind of a little scuffed, I'll probably still enjoy the game. I just might not use those when I don't need to. I'll probably just only use them for like absolutely mandatory mechanics, right? Because I assume most monsters are going to have some sort of interacting mechanic with the Karakuri that you either need to use or probably want to use. And obviously we'll have to wait for release to really see about that. I know like the boar is like, there's like a big boar monster and you can like put up a big wall to stop its charge or something like that. I remember that being a thing. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just not entirely sure about that whole mechanic yet. But we only have a month and a half unless it gets delayed. Man, I'd be really sad that game gets delayed. I've been really looking forward to it. And honestly, the closer we get to release, the more excited I am to play the game. But I think I've rambled on long enough. We're about 6.5 minutes into this video. I think it's a good time to go ahead and wrap this up. One last sip of tea before we go. Okay, that was definitely more than a sip. But, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out with me with this video. I really appreciate it, especially if you stayed all the way for the end. I know these videos are really rambly, but I really do enjoy making these style of videos. So I hope you guys enjoy watching them. As always, any comments, anything, leave them in the comments. Duh. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Next video it might be that railgun chieftain or crusader breakdown. We'll see. It'll be some sort of Elite Dangerous build video. But yeah, I'll catch you guys then. All right.